Hey, what's up? This is Voxside, and in this video I will demonstrate how you can edit this template and use this project. So let's get started. Here I am inside the project file, and I have already imported a couple of files here. And the way you import any file is you can double click here inside this project window, and then you will simply navigate to your file destination, hit open, select your file, and then hit open, and that's how you can import any file. Alright, so let's get started right away, and here we have a holders folder and a render folder, as you can see. And inside the render folder you will have a render long composition, so this will be the long version of the opener, and this will be the short version of the opener, and these work exactly the same. The only difference is that the render short version has lesser media holders to take care of. Alright, so let's get started with the render long opener, and you can access this composition by double clicking, but it's already opened by default. And let's go ahead and edit our placeholders. Alright, so inside the holders folder you will go to your long folder, and inside the media folder you will have media 1, and this will be the first screen panel that shows in the opener. Let's see if I can get the frame here, and let's actually set this to third resolution just so it works faster. Alright, so this will be the first panel that shows, and this will be responsible for the media holder 1 composition. So double click this guy, and inside here you can drag and drop your imported footage. And here I have my imported media, and if I go back inside my render long composition, you can see it here updated. Choose another frame and you can see it here. And for example, since this is sort of a dark scene, I can go ahead and add a effect color correction curves, and I will just raise the midtones here and maybe the shadow values a bit. And this will also help. So if you brighten up your footage, this will sort of help with the these light rays that are sort of this sort of light ray effect. So let's set this to full resolution, so you can kind of see these subtle glowing rays that come from the footage. And yeah, if you brighten up your footage enough, you will have more of these rays. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's go ahead and let's set this back to third resolution. And for media holder 2, let's check our composition here. Let's actually go inside media holder 2, and here do the same thing, and I will just use the same file that I've used earlier. And if I go back inside the render long, you can see it updated here. Alright, ring logo, let's double click this guy, and here you can choose the logo that's appearing in the beginning of the opener. So let's see, right here you can also change this. So ring logo, you can use your own logo, or you can even type some text. Let's see, ultimate fight. Let's format this text a bit and center this and hide the logo. So if I go back inside my render log, you can sort of see it here, but because it's white like the ring, it's not really showing that much. So you will have to go inside the ring logo composition, and if I change this to a slightly darker tone, this will now show up properly inside the text, inside the opener. Now you can see it. Set this to full resolution. Alright, so you can kind of see how this works, and this is also in the second scene right here, as you can see. And yeah, that's it for ring logo. Let's go inside the text, and here we have our first, which is the end holder. So this will be the text that appears at the end of the composition on this slate. So you can change this. Let's we're just gonna change the text and reposition this, and you can see it updated here. All right, and you can also use a you can also drag your logo inside this composition as well. Rescale this, and by the way, you can hit S with your layer selected to access the scale adjustments, and I can drag this over and format this a bit. So let's see, just format this text a bit. Alright, so something like this, just to give you an idea. And if I go back inside the render long composition, you can see it here, but you can see that the logo loses its original colors. And here we can access the settings layer inside the render long composition. So if you go inside your settings layer and up here at the effect control settings, you can see that there's an original logo colors here, right, the last of the settings, and you can check this. And now you can see it's using the exact same colors that you use inside the end holder composition. Alright, and I can uncheck this if you just want the regular grayscale gradient thing, or you can just use the original colors. And let's see about text holder 1. This will be also for the, let's set this to third. This is for the first video panel, so right here. And you can see it's kind of messed up, but this is because it's using third resolution. So let's set this to full, and you can change this by going inside text holder 1. Now if I go back, you can see it updated, and also for text holder 2. Alright, go back inside render long. And you can see how this works right over here. So that's it for the media and the holder editing. After you've done replacing the media and the text and everything, you can go inside the render long composition and go to settings. And here you can change the colors if you want. So let's go to our first scene. And let's see, we can change a lot of the colors. So let's just go over all of these colors, and you will see in the viewport how this is affected. So this is the first volumetric lights, and the second one, and the third one. The third volumetric light is actually the light that's casted on the fighters. So let's choose another frame here. So you can also change this color here. And regular lights one, let's go back. Regular lights, actually let's choose another frame. So the colors stay consistent between for the whole duration of the logo, so you only have to change them once. Right, so let's check out regular lights one. I don't think this is the proper scene. Let's choose another frame. Alright, so regular lights 1 will be these ones right here at the top, so you can change them. And regular lights 2 will be the lights below in the background. You can change them. And panel text color, you can also change this right here with the text. And ending text and text 2 will be the sort of like the border effect around your text. So if I uncheck or use original colors, I can go ahead and maybe set this to a blue and the second color to maybe a violet pink, and you can kind of see it changing here. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the colors. You can experiment and use whatever colors you want, and you can see that you can make a lot of color combinations in case you need to. Render short, so this will be for the render long, and render short, if I double click and access it, this works exactly the same. All of the settings are the same, and you only need to adjust the media holders right here inside the short folder. Alright, and going back inside the render long, you can, after you've done editing, you can go to composition, go to pre-render, select your file name, go to custom AV right here. And for format, I recommend going with H264, and inside format options, use profile high, levels 5.1, and use target and maximum bitrate to something like 50 and 100. So that this will ensure the quality is preserved as best as possible. Hit OK again, select render, and that's it, you're done. So thanks for watching, see you in the next tutorial.